Alright, we're in section 2.3 where we're going to subtract real numbers. Very similar to um, adding, subtraction rule only has really one rule. Is when you subtract b from a, you're going to end up adding the opposite of b to a. This is where we kind of coin the phrase cross the line, change the sign comes from. So if you look at the general equation, if you have a minus b, it can be simply turned into a cross the line, change the sign situation where the cross the line means that you cross the line to make it a plus, and then you change the sign of whatever b is. So the example we have here is if you have 14 minus 8, you can say that it equals 14 plus a negative 8. And then once you make it an addition problem, then you're going to use the same rules as you did from section 2.2, right? So we're going to look at some examples. We're going to find the difference, So automatically, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cross the line, change the sign. Now that we've done that, I can say, all right, 11 plus a negative 5, that's going to give me a negative 16. Cross the line, change the sign. I got negative 18.2 plus, this is now positive 15.4, and that gives me a negative 2.8, because that's the same rules as what we used when it came to um, addition. Getting across the line, change the sign. When it comes to fractions, I'm going to go, and I want to have it as a common denominator. The common denominator is going to be 6. And then I'm going to say this is 3 over 6 plus negative 5 over 6. And it's going to be 6 here, and it will be what, negative 2, and then reduce it down to negative 1/3. Excuse me. And then for example D, again, basically across the line, change the sign. Now it becomes just a straight addition problem, and it comes out to be a positive 18. Yep. Last thing you're going to have on here is you're going to be given a certain expression, and I want you to be able to rewrite it when x is 8.6 and y is negative 2.3. So if we look at, say, example A, for instance, you have x minus negative y. So anytime that you're going to insert a value in for a variable, I like to put in with parentheses. So I see an x, and then it becomes 8.6, and it's going to be minus, parentheses, a negative, negative 2.3. All right. So essentially inside that parenthesis, this is almost like a negative 1. And a negative 1 times by a negative 2.3 means it's going to be 8.6 minus, this is going to be a positive 2.3. And 8.6 minus 2.3 gives me a value of a positive 6.3. Okay? And if we look at B, same thing goes. I'm going to put in parentheses 8.6. It's going to be minus negative 6, and it's going to be plus a negative 2.3. This is a cross the line change of sign. I'm just going to make everything into addition. And again, I'm going to use the associative property. I'm choosing to add 8.6 and 6 because they're both positive numbers. So 8.6 plus 6 gives me 14.6 plus what's left over is the negative 2.3. And when I add the negative 2.3, I get a positive 12.3. Now I kind of messed up. A and C are the exact same. So let's make this into a plus, just to change it up. So now I have 8.6 minus a negative 2.3. This is a cross the line, change the sign. And now I have 8.6 plus 2.3, and I'm left with 10.9. Last one, x plus y minus 2.8. So I got 8.6 plus negative 2.3 minus 2.8. I'm going to cross the line, change the sign just to make it all addition. I'm going to choose to add these two first because of the associative property. So, and also they're both negative values. So I got negative 2.3 plus a negative 2.8. That gives me 8.6 plus a negative 5.1. And 8.6 plus a negative 5.1 gives me a positive 3.5. Okay? And that is being able to subtract real numbers. Hope this helps. Until next time.